everybody. Welcome to another episode of This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry. With me this week is Eric, the Whiskey Mutant Smith.
I have become what you made me.
Is that 2 weeks in a row that we've done Obi-Wan? No, wait. I'm off. I don't remember what we did on Monday.
I think I did.
This is our third recording in 2 weeks.
Your mom's off.
Shut up. Keep my mom's name. Boy, we had some espresso while we were doing our pregame stuff for Patreon, so we're feeling pretty good.
I mean,
pretty good.
If you ain't on the Patreon, this is the time to start getting in
now
on it.
is the time.
It's getting rowdy
for Big June.
Big June. Big June.
It's Big June.
Yeah. She has such... I was trying to make a joke about...
I watched your brain just...
it just didn't get there. I was thinking of those hot wieners that has that it's like Big Mama's hot wiener things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're in the gas stations and stuff.
Like the rotating...
No, they're in the package with Big Mama's hot wieners.
Yeah, where the...
I swear that's what they're called.
I know. It just... You made me snot a little bit.
You used to get them as a kid and you drink the juice out of it and stuff. I did.
Oh.
What? It's true. It's
you
hot
used
juice.
to drink the juice out of Big Mama's hot wiener?
It's hot juice. Yes, I would. There's nothing bad about the way that sounded at all.
Keep telling yourself that, my friend.
Well, it was good juice.
Well... If you're here for the first time, God bless you, because...
Big June, baby.
It's Big June. Oh, Big June. It's my favorite June of the year.
It's the best June of the year.
It's the best June of the year.
Best June ever.
If you're here for the first time, thank you so much. If you're returning, I hope you've been well, and thank you so much for coming back. Please consider subscribing to the show, leaving us a 5-star rating and review.
Don't unsubscribe after that.
Please don't unsubscribe. Please, God. You can still listen with your children. Just
can you know?
No, not really. Not really. Not since this guy came along.
I do this to get away from my kids. In a good way. Just need a break every once in a while.
This is the first episode that April listens to.
She's like, what the hell? You talk like this on air? She genuinely gets secondhand embarrassment when she listens to me on a recording.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. She just can't. She gets nervous, and she's like, I can't do it.
Well, that's a shame. You're funny.
I don't think she thinks I am.
You can also watch the video version of this over on YouTube. It's youtube.com/mybourbonpodcast. Or no, /This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I apologize.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at My Bourbon Pod and at Whiskey Mutant. Don't go follow at The Whiskey Mutant, though.
God bless. Are you... I mean... You did this.
I know I did.
You did this.
I know I did. I'm so sorry.
I didn't catch it in time, and I punched myself for it, not catching.
Though. It's so funny.
He even used his own logo on there.
Yeah, which just absolutely the cherry on top there. But anyway, we normally start the show out with Flying Blind or Sips and Snacks this week. I believe it's supposed to be Flying Blind.
It's Flying Blind.
And Eric has something that he's going to blind me with.
Oh my God, you got a knife.
No.
This is a fresh pop, and it literally it's got wax on it, and it has nothing that I can, rip off.
I don't have anything.
Well, I'm going to have to go to your kitchen for a second.
Okay.
What the hell? I'm going to complain about this after we drink it. Hopefully it's good.
You got a box cutter here, like a serial killer.
What? Everybody's got a box cutter.
Sitting by the coffee pot.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody, to another
good box
episode
cutter.
of this.
Very sharp.
One that almost cut you up.
Cut me up, Daddy. What?
Huh?
Huh?
Is that where we are now?
No. Let me see your glass.
Here it is. You see it? You see it?
I've been sitting on this for a little bit, just waiting to have it with you at the right moment.
Cool.
Let's see what we think. Oh, okay. Okay, that smells really good.
Oh, it does smell really good. It smells like Apple Jacks. The cereal.
It's got a cinnamon apple right on the nose for sure.
There's also some like maple syrup.
I was gonna say there's some kind of dark, like almost pancakey thing in there. It's a lot darker on the palate too. Maple is like chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, maple, and cinnamon. Ooh, I like the finish too. It's kind of bready, kind of like bakery on the finish.
Interesting. I don't normally say this, but I feel like it would pair better with something light, like a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich? Nice.
I don't know why. Like I'm leaning more like.
Do you like your turkey sandwiches with loaded up with stuff, or do you just like a turkey and mayo and just bread?
No, I'm not a big sliced turkey fan. So if I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich, I want there to be a lot of stuff,
big chunk of like
on it,
freaking homegrown tomato on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some.
I actually like tomato, just tomato, mayo, and turkey.
I could get on board with that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had my dregs about me, like a couple slices of bacon, too.
That'd be good.
And we're starting to get into a club sandwich territory.
But listen, don't dry your club sandwich out. Like, have you ever had just the driest?
Oh yeah.
Pisses me off.
I think a lot of that comes from just really bad cold cuts, though.
Yeah.
Like you just have the driest, the driest
and then
pieces
they toast
of meat
the bread
ever.
To the point where it's just like a cracker.
No. It's got to be a light toast.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm on board with toasted bread for a club sandwich, but it's got to be a light toast.
Do you like when they cut it into those little triangles?
It doesn't bother me necessarily, but
they put the toothpick down in the middle of it, and you're just like, I feel like you just gutted this little sandwich. Like you made it this big sandwich, and you just took him down a notch.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
poor little sandwich.
Yeah.
Never even had a chance.
No, yeah, I would drink this while eating a club and having like a little lemonade or Coke Zero on the side or something like that.
I bet it actually would be really good for a like Arnold Palmer mix, or what's a John Daly? That's the Arnold Palmer with bourbon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We're firing on all cylinders here today. It's good stuff.
Any guesses?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Age? Proof? Anything?
4 or 5 years old. Proof, I'd say probably 110-ish. No higher than like 114.
What if I said it was 116.2?
Well, then I'd be off.
Yeah.
So
6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what this is.
This is a rare character. Single barrel. So it's MGP.
Really?
Picked by none other than the Rare Bird 101 himself.
Really? I almost got this bottle.
I love the picture on it.
Dude, I'm so happy to try this.
Yeah, I saw it was up on, I forget what site it was. He put them on, but I was like, man, I want to get one of his picks, but I'm not part of the, sorry, Dave, I'm not part of the Patreon. But, he put that one up, and I was like, I'm going to grab that.
I like this better than his Woodinville pick.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I dislike the Woodinville pick.
No.
I just think this is a better showing.
When you said turkey, I was like,
I didn't even think about that.
Dude, but yeah, I love that little turkey one.
I really like that label.
Yeah, but look, there was no I had to cut the wax.
Yeah.
There was no thing on there. So Dave, get that little.
Well, I don't think that's his fault.
He hand dipped them himself. I know he did.
Every single one.
Yes. No, I don't know, but it's great. It's a great pick, and I think he's got another one or two coming out too. So I'm going to try to get his whole set or whatever.
I doubt that there's any of those left, but I would pick one up if
there
were.
is. Yeah,
I might. Have
I've
to
heard a
look
lot
into
of people say these rare character picks are really good.
Yeah.
So
Hey, maybe we should do one.
Okay,
We're probably going to be doing a broken barrel pick.
I'm down with that. We already made, if you listen to the episode, we already made a new version of the broken barrel.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So,
Eric, what have you been drinking recently?
what have I been drinking recently? Well, I've been drinking whatever we've been drinking together, mainly.
Yeah, because this is our, like I said, third recording in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I did have a little bit of rare breed rye the other day because
Nice.
I was doing a pairing.
Yeah, and you had that on Monday when I was over at your house. You had that on your floor.
Yeah.
So-
there's a little bit left. That is coming up on porch from the floor.
Cool.
But I took a little bit because I was pairing a new Pop-Tart. The apple fritter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to post about it. It'll already be posted by the time this comes out. But, man, it's probably the best, very lightly frosted Pop-Tart I've had ever. But it's so good. And
I want to try one.
And
sure.
I did some Knob Creek with it, too,
Nice.
as per what my Pop-Tart guy did with it. I have a Pop-Tart guy. Casey.
Oh, yeah, of course it's Casey.
Yeah, he's the one that sent me. He goes, "Go now. They have these apple fritter Pop-Tarts." And I was like, "I'm going. I got it." And he was like, "And just FYI, Knob Creek goes great with it."
This is more of what have we been eating recently or pairing
Yeah, might as
recently.
well, right?
Well, on that note, we haven't even talked about this on the show, and this happened, as of like this episode coming out, it was about 3 weeks ago. But Lucy found all of the Little Debbie ice creams,
She's a saint.
and she bought one. She bought one of each for both of us.
Yeah, I got a cooler in the car.
Good. You got to make sure those stay pristine.
I feel like we have to do them on the show, though.
We will. I think that would be really fun to do with our wives.
That would
As well.
be.
Little ice cream social.
I think so.
Yeah. I also
Crushed a can on your forehead,
crushed
apparently.
a can like Stone Cold.
You just played Minesweeper or whatever it was.
But I had I had a 4-pack of this, and I still got 3 left. But it's the 450 North Soft Swerve.
I'm going to have to take one
Fully
of those to try because I did not get that one.
This is my favorite slushy beer from them. Like I said in our group chat that this is kind of like the slushy that I've been looking for since I've gotten into them. But it's made with peach, granola, tangerine, butter rum, passion fruit, vanilla ice cream, and OG Kush terps.
I love the terp ones.
Dude, this is...
Love the terp ones.
I could even just, you can still smell it in the can. It smells like Disney World.
Yeah.
Like the Disney World confectionaries.
Yeah, if nobody's had these smoothie 450 North or slushies, whatever you want to call them, they're so good. Some of them are like dessert in a can.
Yeah.
And
that one is. This is everything that I've been looking for with a slushy beer. You should take one of the I've got another one too. It's got a little bud on it.
I've got several at the house still with the little buds on
Yeah.
them.
Well, this is one of the newer
Yeah.
releases that they
I haven't got
put out.
the last big order I actually got there when I visited. So I didn't order
nice.
I didn't order any of the releases yet.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean I got these because Cowboy Eric Jansen.
yeah, he's the
Is-
guy
is
that
up
always
by
picks
there
them
now.
up for me too.
So, yeah, that's really about it. I haven't, like I said, we've seen each other a lot over the past few days. So,
whatever you've heard on the previous episodes is basically what we've been drinking.
yeah, I had some Curly last night, single barrel 42, and it did the job.
Did the job.
I know I watched at least half of the first episode of Miss Marvel, or Ms. Marvel.
I've watched the whole episode. It's all right. It's okay.
I really enjoyed it.
It's
Early tips and bits.
It's cute.
I think that's the point, though.
I know,
I'm
but
not.
I wasn't in the mood for cute when I watched it, I think.
I think I wasn't either, but once I got into it, I really started appreciating it for what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it as soon as my brain kind of turned it over to be like, oh, this is like a teenage high school drama kind of show.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me a lot of like those classic Saturday morning shows, like Saved by the Bell and Boy Meets World and stuff like that, where there's still humor to it, but it's got that kind of arching.
I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like in love with it. I need another episode or two before I know what I
Yeah,
like.
for sure. I haven't caught up on Obi-Wan yet because Lucy's not here, and we watch Star Wars stuff together. So, Secrets of Dumbledore's on HBO Max now too. So I'll get to that eventually.
I heard it's a grand old time.
Well, it definitely didn't make me fall asleep in the theater.
I was going to say, and I heard that from you.
We don't have a whole lot of news this week, interestingly enough. Well, I mean, that's just because we've...
Let me try a little bit of that.
You want to try the 15 stars?
Yeah.
You absolutely should. Few TTB labels to go through. Rare character. It's a single barrel.
Huh.
This one, it says straight bourbon whiskey finished in Tennessee straight rye casks. 105 proof, 4 years old.
Tennessee. Okay, hold on.
Tennessee rye.
Where from?
Doesn't say.
Because wasn't Dickel MGP, right? Dickel rye?
Oh, yeah. So it had to have been something produced
Maybe Jack
in
Daniel's
Tennessee,
rye or something?
probably.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I'd be interested in it. Blue Run Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. It's called Emerald Rye. 95 proof. Like the Precious Stone, Emerald Rye is bold and vibrant, beaming with notes of fruit and pepper. Hand bottled in Bardstown.
Smells pretty good.
It's quite good.
Can I say one thing, though, that it's not just them, but other brands or labels. Don't put so many numbers on the label.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing 15 stars and then age 14 years because I'm thinking in my head, 15 year. I mean, that's just me, though.
You know what I would have liked is if they had actually written 14 out.
Yeah.
Like actually spelled it out instead of using the numerical value of it. Yeah, because it would break it up. I mean, it's got 1790, the Spirit of 1795, 15 stars, 14 years old, 200 mil, 103 proof. It's a lot.
It's coating my glass, too.
Not that
man.
everybody's going to get a 200 mil sample of it, but
It's got some legs. That smells really good.
I
we
like
know
it.
where it's
I
from.
like this a lot. I don't know. I think it leans a little bit more Heaven Hill than it does Barton, though. It is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
It's kind of Beam.
Do you think?
I think
I could see it being Beam.
I don't think it's Barton.
No, it's definitely
It's
not.
probably Barton, but I don't think it's Barton. It's a little bit more peanutty as opposed to bakery,
Yeah.
which I get from Heaven Hill. It kind of reminds me of an older Beam. I like it.
It shows every bit of its 14 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very oaky and tannin-y.
Tanniny.
Tannic?
Tannic.
I don't know. It's really good, though.
I like it.
If I remember correctly, it's a little pricey. When I reviewed it for a live stream, I think I saw that it was like $250. So
That's kind of up in the, like the drummer. What is it? The
whiskey drummer.
Yeah, that's like that.
Yeah.
That price tag.
So I mean, it's in that ultra premium category for sure. But I still think it's
It's good. It's
really good. Yeah.
Not mad at it.
We got a new label from our favorite newest brand,
Arby's?
Kentucky. No,
Oh.
Kentucky Walker. Remember the
Oh,
one
yeah.
with the deer with the
Yeah.
little hat on?
The deer guy.
High corn mash, 4 years old, 86 proof. Kentucky Walker honors the pioneering heroes who transformed the water of life into bourbon. Tireless people who went to great lengths to build this legacy in America's true native spirit. While all bourbon is whiskey, not all whiskey is bourbon.
They did it again. They're taking that like it's their own thing.
Yes.
Every bottle.
Oh, I love that so much. I love it so much. Yeah, that's about all of note. Dexter's got a rye coming out.
Dexter? Our friend Dexter?
Not Dexter.
Oh.
Anyway, that's it. You said you had something
Yes.
for this episode. I'm curious what this is going to be.
So I just wanted to play a little game before we did
Let's
our
play
review.
a game. Yeah, let's do it.
So I love, and I think we did this on our Patreon pregame chats before. No, we actually did it on a review of Evan Williams, because I would Google something and see what like the Google result would be. Like Evan Williams is like that. They do a lot of these online.
So this is like the Wired, like
yes,
yeah. Like
So
Tom Holland answers the internet's most searched questions. Or
so
whatever.
I thought like we would just start out some basic stuff like what Google on my phone. Does every Google search different compare?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay,
because
so-
they use your history and your data.
Okay, let me clear my
And your
search
cookies.
history.
Is
here.
Evan Williams considered hentai?
When the okay.
I'm gonna throw the rest.
How many tentacles does Maker's Mark use?
I'm gonna throw the rest of this.
Oh, are you gonna put that in the infinity?
Yeah.
All right.
Where did I put the infinity?
You set it down.
I know I did. Oh, there it is. It's tough without a label on it.
You basically hit it with all the other bottles just sitting there.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm going to put the rest of the 15 stars into our infinity bottle. Should I put the infinity bottle in the infinity barrel?
I feel like we should empty what's in it now.
I think we need to.
Start new. All right, Google. I'm going to Google this, and I want to see if you can figure out what might pop up.
Okay.
What's the worst bourbon? Well, it doesn't really give me... It gives me a list of what's the worst bourbon.
I feel like people would maybe say like Wild Turkey.
Let's just click on this link. I'm not even going to say... I don't even know... This is not even a link I know.
The best kind.
So... George Dickel Tabasco Barrel Finish.
Yes. I've still not had it, but I've watched Matt Porter's review, and that is enough for me.
Followed by Kentucky Gentleman.
KG's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Followed by Kentucky Tavern.
Kentucky Tavern is also not that bad. It's better than Kentucky Gentleman, for sure.
Give me a brand or a bottle.
Let's just go Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey. All right. Commonly asked questions here about Wild Turkey. Can a wild turkey hurt you? Wild turkeys that adapt to urban...
Only emotionally.
Wild turkeys that adapt to urban and suburban communities, especially young and mature males during the breeding season, can become quite aggressive towards people. Okay, let's put wild
When
turkey.
they's in rut.
Wild turkey bourbon here. Let me be more specific. That was good. All
Can
right.
Wild Turkey hurt you? Only if you let it. How do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her. Best quote ever from Zach and Cody.
All right. So,
Hopefully somebody understood what I was saying there. I feel like the majority of our listening audience has no idea what I was talking about.
is Wild Turkey a good whiskey?
Okay.
This is commonly asked questions on Google about Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey 101 is a solid but not great bourbon. What?
Disagree.
This comes from whiskeyshelf.com.
Whiskeyshelf.com. Get wrecked.
Is Wild Turkey a cheap whiskey? Is Wild Turkey a cheap whiskey? There is no doubt that Wild Turkey 101 is extremely affordable, and it always has been. I agree with that. Okay.
That's fair.
That was from something New York. Something. Is Wild Turkey
Something
like
New York? Something.
Is Wild Turkey like Jack Daniels?
Oh, I would say no.
Maker's Mark, Wild Turkey, and Jim Beam are all bourbons, which brings us back to Jack Daniels.
What is this?
That's the answer that Google shows me. What is Matthew McConaughey's favorite bourbon?
Wild turkey.
Wild Turkey bourbon.
There you go.
Why is it called Wild Turkey?
I know the answer to that.
I do too.
But what's Google say?
Google's right. It was
Okay.
named after a hunting expedition.
There we go. Yeah.
Last one is, what is better, Jack Daniels or Wild Turkey?
Ooh, interesting.
Here we go. This is from.
This is a weird episode.
I like this is
This
what
is
the
what we
whiskey
have to.
meeting
This is what we
brings.
have to do when we have no news.
When I walk into the door, go, you know what, Perry? I got this one.
I've got this.
And Barry's like, this is a weird episode, motherfucker. So this is the result that comes up from MarcusDWhiskey.com. Jack Daniels or Wild Turkey, which is better? Wild Turkey is a better whiskey. Jack Daniels, number 7. The turkey is more versatile as it can be drunk neat, rocks, or in cocktails. Jack Daniel mixes.
That's literally every whiskey.
Jack Daniel mixes better with Coke, making it the best alternative for those who enjoy this cocktail.
Shut up. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
All right. Let's see. What's next? We should reverse it. Jack Daniels.
Let's do Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. Should I Google bourbon or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
But because if you searched Jack Daniels bourbon, the first thing would be, is Jack Daniels bourbon?
All right. People ask, is Jack Daniels a top shelf whiskey? Jack Daniels Old Number 1. Old Number 1
That's wrong.
takes the top spot out of all whiskeys. Tennessee Black Label Whiskey 7 Black Label Tennessee whiskey is distinct. What?
That article was written by an AI.
I'm not even going to do the Jack Daniels a whiskey or a bourbon. How much is a 1750 ml bottle of Jack Daniels? Can you guess this?
A 1750? That's what you said.
Oh, 750, sorry. How much is a 750 ml bottle
We
of
just
Jack
talked
Daniels?
about this, didn't we?
I think we did.
It's like $20. $20.99 or something.
Average price $23.99.
See, we just talked about it and I still got it wrong.
Yeah.
So
How do you... Really? People ask this? How do you mix Jack Daniels?
like a boss.
Jack Daniels mixers, a splash of water or soda water, lemon lime soda, cola, ginger ale, coffee, apple cider, cranberry juice, a sour mix. Does Jack Daniels go with Sprite?
I mean, it can.
From cocktailbuilder.com, pour the Jack Daniels into a glass followed by Sprite to taste.
Give me one of your glasses, by the way.
Add a slice of lemon, stir, and enjoy. So there you go, whatever that cocktail's called. All right, let's see. What else do you want to know? Tell me something to ask Google. I want to see what people are asking
Let's
about.
look up Knob Creek.
Knob Creek.
Because while it's like one of
Bourbon.
our favorites, I feel like not a lot of people appreciate it in the way that we do. Know what I mean?
Okay, here's one. One of the most common asked questions. Can you drink Knob Creek straight? Knob Creek 9-year is
inherently yes.
excellent straight or over a couple of cubes of ice. Okay, I like that. Why is Knob Creek so good, Perry? This is what people ask. What does Knob Creek taste like? Often held up as a standard for robust bourbons, Knob Creek's taste is big, bold, and complex. The aroma holds a bouquet of rich wood and vanilla notes with hints of maple sugar and roasted almonds. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would too. Ooh, is Knob Creek a smooth whiskey?
Inherently, I guess. I don't know. I hate that phrase so much.
It's a solid, full-bodied bourbon with classic flavors and a smooth finish
Smooth.
that's easy to drink. What? Everybody asks stuff about Jack Daniels. Does Knob Creek taste like Jack Daniels? Jack Daniels drinkers looking for something in the neighborhood, but better? Get some Knob Creek.
Wow. They're just going all in.
Yes. Final one.
Can we talk more about how your wife doesn't think you're funny?
It's true.
That cracks me up.
Is Knob Creek high quality?
Yes, sir.
Beam Distilling Co., named after the small town in Kentucky where Abraham Lincoln was born, Knob Creek was founded in 1992 with a mission to restore American whiskey to the way it was meant to be made.
Hey.
Patiently aged, full-flavored, and always of the highest quality. So there you go.
Here you go.
When you search Knob Creek, that's the stuff you're going to get. Let's see. Buffalo Trace.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Search in Google. Is Pappy Van Winkle just Buffalo Trace?
I mean, I guess technically yes.
Ooh,
But
and this is coming straight from BuffaloTraceDistillery.com. Both the old Rip Van Winkle and the Pappy Van Winkle Family Reserve labels are now produced at Buffalo Trace and remain in high demand. No shit. Both labels continue to receive the highest acclaim throughout the industry with numerous awards and accolades. Is Buffalo Trace the same as Blanton's? Blanton's is distilled by Buffalo Trace in Frankfort, Kentucky, which is famously mum about the exact contents of its mash bill 1 and 2. Well, thanks, vinepair.com. Jesus.
hey, we forgot to mention up top. We did
I decided to handle part of this episode, and that's why people are like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Well, it wasn't that, but that is kind of part of it. Was it like a couple months ago at this point? We recorded an episode with our buddy Brandon over at the Lexington Business Show.
Oh, yeah.
And that just came out.
Yeah. They're posting reels and everything about it.
Yeah.
Perry looks really good.
I've only seen you a little bit in it, so.
Once. I got 1 second. Definitely a very Whiskey Mune moment.
Where you just kind of pop up.
I was like, hey! And it popped out. But the whole episode is like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's really good. So go listen to that.
Does Buffalo Trace have sugar? What does that even mean?
No?
What are people Googling? Why are they doing this? Based on 2,000 calorie diet, your daily values may be higher or lower depending on your calorie needs. It does not tell me anything. How do you drink Buffalo Trace?
Like a boss.
Top 5 answers. See if you can name them.
Top 5 answers to how do I drink Buffalo Trace?
Yes. There's a list.
Straight
Yes.
in cocktails.
Yes.
With Coke.
Yes.
With ginger ale.
Yes. Come on, get
On the rocks.
Yeah!
Oh! Whoa! No way!
Liquor.com.
Friggin' bossed that one.
Shit. I'm making Perry look real good today. Last one. Why is Buffalo Trace Bourbon so popular? And they just take me to a YouTube.
What's the YouTube?
Crowdsourced review. Whiskey Tribe.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, of course it's Whiskey Tribe.
Yes. All right, last one. What are we drinking here? What'd you just pour me?
Perry's Punch.
Oh, well, that's the exact Perry's Punch, right?
Yeah. That's equal parts, rare breed.
We got
Elijah
2
Craig
reviews
barrel
to
proof.
do still. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. This is like nothing, though. Woo-hoo! That's like 3/4 of an ounce.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's hot, boy.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to finish it.
Perry, you hand me something. You don't expect me to finish it. This will get
You don't have to
finished.
finish it right now.
That's true. I didn't think about that. I'm usually like, Perry hands me something, finish it.
But I put some of it in the infinity bottle.
Oh,
as
I
well.
bet that. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to do it.
Yeah.
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 That's what it needed. Yeah, that's going to be my finisher for a week.
This would be if I were to make like my own blend and go through the whole Kentucky Owl double barrel process,
Yeah.
this is what I would do. Which part of me wants to get a new mini barrel and take 3 bottles, like one bottle of
and
each
do
of
the whole
those.
thing?
Yeah. Double barrel it and everything. I think that would be fantastic. Also, I think I missed a dentist appointment today.
Brush your teeth. Floss. You got a cavity. Just drill it out.
Couple of cavities.
Grind. All right, one more brand here.
All right, one more. Let's go off the wall. Let's go Seagram's.
Seagram's. Seagram's whiskey. Is Seagram's real whiskey?
The answer is yes.
Seagram's 7 Crown.
Did you know that all whiskey is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon?
Also called Seagram's 7, is a blended American whiskey produced by Diageo under the Seagram's name.
It's true.
Is Seagram's whiskey or vodka?
What?
That's one of the...
Don't they have a vodka though?
I don't know. Let's see what it says. Today's whiskey review is the first 7 in 7 Seagram's Crown American Blended Whiskey. A whiskey many of us have had in our drinking youth and college days. AKA, let's just advocate underage drinking.
Like what is that? That's a weird sentence to write.
TheWhiskeyJug.com.
Look, Whiskey Jug. I know you guys. Bring higher standards. Okay? Higher standards. That's all I'm going to say.
It's a whiskey in name and technically only because 3/4 of it is GNS, making it essentially a whiskey-flavored...
Grain neutral spirits.
Whiskey-flavored vodka.
Yeah.
What kind of alcohol is in Seagram's?
Grain neutral spirits. We just said that.
Yeah.
Get it together. Man, this blend is just my favorite thing in the world.
What alcohol does Seagram's make? Blech. Is Seagram's Indian? What? Royal Stag, also known as Seagram's Royal Stag, is an Indian brand of whiskey launched in 1995. Okay. Is Seagram's 7 cheap whiskey?
Yes. Isn't it?
One thing Seagram's 7 has going for it is the price.
From a scathing review, no doubt.
There you go. Liquor.com. There we go.
I'm going to call this a Whiskey Mutant Takeover episode.
Oh, God.
Bro, it's like everything that I love about bourbon in one blend.
That's really good. All right. One more brand, but I'm doing something different.
Okay. Let's go Old Forester.
What pairs best with Old Forester?
Ooh, okay. You're going to get a lot of like banana pudding.
It's a lot of mixing.
Oh.
Looks like I've got to start making some websites for pairing. Really? What mixes well with Old Forester? Mix bourbon, lemon juice, honey syrup, espresso liqueur, and Amaro?
Amaro.
Oh, I was thinking the guy from Gundam, Amaro Ray. Into a mixing tin and shake. Strain into a rocks glass, garnish with coffee grounds.
Ooh.
I don't even know. NashvilleStyles.com put that up there.
What's that cocktail called?
Let's find out. Whiskey Mutants Cocktail Hour.
Because I want to try that.
Oh, God damn it. I can't even pronounce this stuff.
Oh, I got no idea.
Oh,
Chowhan?
Chauhan. 2 ounces of Old Forester straight bourbon whiskey. A 1/4 ounce of Amaro Verna. 1/2 ounce of spiced cold syrup. 3 dashes of spiced cherry bitters. Orange peel. Garnish with espresso. Here's a chocolate peanut butter cup old fashioned.
Ooh.
2 ounces Old Forester straight bourbon whiskey. 2 ounces Reese's Cocoa Puffs infused simple syrup. What the fuck are we do? What? Is that a thing? 2 ounces of Reese's Cocoa Puffs infused simple syrup? 2 ounces of chocolate bitters. Where do we get this?
Eric, no, we have to make that.
Where
have
do we
to make
get this
that.
simple syrup
We'll
from?
make it.
We infuse it. We make it ourselves?
You know what it probably is you have to crush up Reese's Cocoa Puffs. And however much you crush up, it's equal parts water. Because that's normally what simple syrup is anyway. Equal parts sugar and water.
Is this real?
I hope so.
I mean, they made it. Look,
If we crossed
they got
over
Reese's
dimensions,
little Reese's cups in the thing.
bro, no, we have to make that.
Boy.
We will make that next week with Swan. For sure.
Wow. Okay, well, let's
Oh
save,
my
let me
gosh,
save
that
this to
sounds
my
so
home
good.
screen. Send this to Perry just to put it on there. I just airdropped it to you.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
Okay, well, I don't know how to top that.
It looks kind of gross, though.
No, it looks like a buttery nipple. Have you ever had a buttery nipple?
I've not, but I've seen them before. I say if we do this, we do it all the way. Like we got to have like Old Forester 1920.
Okay.
Like it's got to be worth our while. We can't have like Old Forester signature
No.
or the 86 proof or
No.
whatever. I mean, like it's got to be legit.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, so if you want to have some fun, just Google different stuff and see what people are asking about it.
Reese's Cocoa Puffs infused
The
simple
fact
syrups.
that it led all that led to this, I'm okay with it.
It was worth our time.
I'm okay.
It was totally worth our time. I like that the old fashioned says Old Forester straight bourbon whiskey, and then they've got Cooper's Craft in the picture.
I know. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
What's up with that? There's a lot of really good cocktails in here, though.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get on some of that. So, oh wait, no, that was the Legends of the Fall. That wasn't the old fashioned.
Legends of the Fall.
I'm confused. Anyway, doesn't matter. We got a review. Let's do a review. Boy, this is one heck of an episode, isn't it?
I mean, I'll take full responsibility for this.
Yes, sir. Especially because we're doing this particular review.
Yes, Penelope Architect straight bourbon whiskey finished with French oak staves. And me and Perry actually both got to hang out with the guys from Penelope when we were in
Briefly.
the little blending session with them and BS and Bourbon and Bob and James there at Whiskey Weekend. We got to try this and some other stuff. And
104 proof.
104 proof. And I'll just say they're just some of the coolest guys. Like, they're just so laid back. They're generous, and they really just want people's honest opinion about what they're doing.
Which is good because we could wind up tearing this apart.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, Mike. It smells really good. It's so vanilla heavy on the nose to me.
Yeah, it's like vanilla extract.
Yeah, like you're making like cupcakes or something, and it's in the mixing stage of it.
Yeah.
Like it's the bowl and everything's starting to mix together. And I love that on the back they put the little like graph on there that I guess I don't know how they did it, but a blueprint for the future of precision blending.
I'm getting a little bit of it. Last episode when we reviewed the Nelson Brothers bourbon, we said potpourri, but it was kind of a little bit more negative.
Like grandma's like produced potpourri.
This has like a hint of potpourri.
Yeah.
Like it's there, but it's not so overpowering in the
Right,
way
right,
that it
right,
was with
right.
the Nelson's Greenbrier.
Almost when you get that perfumey, like floral Four Roses, like it's just there. Oh, it's very floral Four Roses Z. The finish is so good on that. Wow. I've not had this in a while either.
I like the finish better than I do the palate up front.
Yeah.
Oh, the finish goes like
It just keeps going.
peanut butter cups.
It's
Oh my gosh! But then it goes like savory too.
sweet and savory. Yeah, it's like peanut butter bacon.
Coming to OBC.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a solid bourbon whiskey up front, but then like once it hits your mid palate and goes down to the finish, it's like there's a little bit of cherry. It's that buttercream, but then it's peanut and like then some bacon in it, if that makes sense.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is
Cured pork.
yeah, that's like a little roller coaster of a thing. Like it's kind of simple, sweet, and then it goes into like nutty, and then like you said, savory, and like the finish goes on. Like it takes you on a little ride, that's for sure. The finish drinks higher than 104.
I think overall it drinks higher than 104.
True. Yeah. I get it mainly on the finish.
Man, the more that I drink on this though, the more I like it, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Like that first sip was kind of not off-putting, but I just wasn't sure about it.
Just getting to know it a little bit.
Kind of a little bit, yeah. But the longer it goes, it's that perfect balance between sweet and savory.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah, and I think they're doing another batch of it too. So, and Kentucky just started getting these. So.
Yeah, because Chad just said that they got it in at Total Wine.
I got this in Tennessee a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
Yeah. Man, I like that.
Coming off of the Nelsons. The Nelson brothers.
It's
bourbon.
refreshing. This is very refreshing.
It's nice to have like something that we genuinely enjoy, and you know, we said that it's been a long time since we reviewed something that we really didn't like, and you know, it is nice to come out on the other side and have this, having it sit right next to the rare character. It's the exact same bottle, right?
It's pretty close. The wax throws me off a little bit, but
Whatever you called the bottom of it, like the rare character has a little bit less than the Penelope. What's that bottom bottle?
I don't know. We talked about that recently.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's like
It's close.
a specific name for that bottom bump or lip or whatever. But
it's good.
yeah, I like it a lot. All right, let's go ahead and review it. We got a system of nose, palate, finish, and price on the show. Each category is out of 5, and then it's a total score out of 20. Multiply it by 5 if you want to see what the score out of 100 would be. What is the price on this?
I want to say I paid like $55 for this. Hold on, let me make sure.
Well, up front, this is a buy. Like, if we're going by the podcast rating, buy bar pass, this is a buy for me for sure.
$60 is what they say on here. I think it was like 55, 60 what I got it for. Yeah, it's a buy for me all the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with a 3 on the nose.
3.5.
Yeah, actually, I was about to bump it up to 3.5.
When I remembered just now that we were talking about it's like the mixing stage of like a cake or a cupcake, I'm like, man, that's some of the best stuff. Like when I don't do a lot of baking, I'm more of smoking and grilling and stuff. But when April's making like a dessert or something, and it's just like she puts it all in the mixer and just starts it fills the kitchen with like this like you said, vanilla extract, buttercream, stuff like that. Yeah, definitely 3.5 on the nose for me
for sure. I like the front end of the palate. I wish that it had a little bit more. That one for me is definitely a 3.
Okay, that's what I put because it all hits me on the mid palate.
Yeah,
like, kind of like our Infinity blend there that we were talking about.
We'll finish out the show with a little bit of this.
Heck yeah,
as well.
But yeah, it's like you get a little bit on the front, but then everything just starts to open up on the back and on the finish and stuff. So.
Yeah. Oh no, I think the finish is easily the best part of this.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving it a 4.5.
I almost did a 5, but I did a 4.5. I mean, it's like you said, it's bacon and peanut butter.
Yeah. And there's so much to be appreciated within this whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really, really well crafted. I think they did a great job with making this something that is very approachable to people as well. I don't remember liking this as much as I did at Whiskey Weekend.
Well, they were giving us a lot of other stuff too.
True. It got lost.
I think it got lost in the mix because we were trying like some of the blends. We got to try that, and then they let us try the anime finished one, the Takoji. What is that right? Takoji. It was a rye finished in that.
I don't even want to say it because I know I'm going to get it wrong.
Well, I'll take the blame for it. Like, Takoji, whatever. Yeah, they did a finished in that, and we got to try a little sample of that, and it was so good too. So, but yeah, this kind of got lost in the mix.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was amazing.
Well, we'll have to review that too.
Well, we will
sometime.
We will.
So, yeah. Anyway, price on this $50,
50, 60.
Honestly, I think that's one of the best finished bourbon prices out there. 4.
I'd buy 2.
Give me 2.
Give me 2.
Utah. Do you know what I'm referencing? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm at a 15.5.
I think I have 15 as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is great, man.
Yeah, it's so good.
Go buy one of these.
Yes.
I mean, it's if you see it, you may as well.
Yeah.
I think that this is proof that Penelope as a brand, as a company, has a lot of good things going for them. And there are products that are not for everybody, but I think this one could be a pretty good crowd pleaser.
Well, I think they're at the point where they have enough labels that they've got enough to please someone.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got the different finishes. They've got the single barrel blends or the selects, and they got this, and they got their barrel strength and their lower proof one.
Yeah.
So
you know what sucks about it? It's also a really kind of fun and cool thing with having this mini barrel. But what sucks about it is that I'm now infinitely going like, oh, what else could we do with it? And like thinking about getting a new mini barrel and dumping a few bottles of that.
yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, taking this and then letting it finish in something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. They're probably that's probably a compliment on them because we're very curious to see what else this could do.
we gotta know. We got to know.
Gots to know.
Gots to know. You want some of this couple of minutes finished up infinity bottle?
You added Perry Punch to it?
I did.
Okay.
I haven't even poured any.
We've not even got the TTB label approved yet. So
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Yeah. Okay. Why does
Did
that
that
smell
fix
like
it?
Knob Creek? Like
Well, it's got some
like
Knob
a
Creek in it.
15-year Knob Creek pick. Yeah, that's 50. You just put a 15 Knob Creek in there.
I didn't.
I know, but it smells like it.
Oh, it does smell like that, though.
Front end that I was complaining about not having much is now. Let's get me up to a spicy boy. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that helped a lot.
Spicy.
That helped a lot on it. You taste it immediately. Immediately taste it.
I need a little bit more mid palate. Just a little teeny tiny bit more. But overall, that is phenomenal.
Pretty good.
I mean, we took in the course of a couple of hours an infinity bottle that just was okay to something that's
Ultra premium.
Well, potentially.
No, seriously, like
infinitely drinkable.
You could put this in one of those bottles that says Perry Smith 1795 Eric Ritter 15-year Kentucky whatever $200 and it would be on that level. And I'm referring to like, you know, the Calumet and the Sam Houstons and the 15-star and all that stuff. Like,
it's so good though.
But when you added the Perry Punch to it, it gave it that age. It gave it that front end.
Yeah.
Bottle it. Let's go.
It's bottled.
I mean, like, mass produced.
Oh, well, I have no idea what all went into this thing.
Shit.
There's halves of quarters of ounces of, older whiskeys.
Like samples. And,
yeah, exactly. So, anyway, good stuff. How about some tips and bits?
So, this week, I'm going to go back to the social media. I'm going to go to Instagram. Most people go to Instagram. And I'm going to recommend a few places that give me some good laughs. These are non-whiskey Instagrams.
Petey?
Top one.
Bro.
Okay. Petey _USA. PETEY_USA. Petey he's like an independent artist. He does like indie rock, but
I've not heard any of his music, but
just
I saw that he was at Lala. So,
It's not really my style, but I think a lot of people would like it. You might like it a lot. But he does some of the best Instagram videos ever.
There is something so funny to me about using a bleep
at the wrong time.
That doesn't line up when somebody actually
you want to
swears.
do it right now?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So, fuck.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Like shit. Fuck.
Like it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't do it because you hear everything and then you hear the bleep afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like he just takes like a little simple, fun. Like it may not be for everybody, but I every time he gets a new one, I instantly share it to Perry, and we both have a good laugh about it.
The recycle box one, I think, is my favorite recently. It's just and I have a very dry humor too,
and it's right on point with that. If you like Tim and Eric's type stuff, I think you should leave like stuff like that. You're going to love that.
Figure out what you do.
The other one is you may have heard of him, Trevor Wallace.
It's the one you sent me this morning.
Trevor Wallace on Instagram. He's also a stand-up comedian. They have
he was in Lexington not too long ago.
Yes, I wish I could have got to see him. They, him and his buddy, another comedian, have a podcast called Stiff Socks, and if you like adult humor, adult things, that's going to be the one for you. But Trevor Wallace, he does some of the best like staged Instagram reels. He's the White Claw guy, if you've ever seen that one.
Oh, that was where I really kind of clued into
he did
who
he
was.
Well, while he was in Lexington, he filmed at Bluegrass Distillery, and he did a bourbon reel. So good. He's supposed to have a Netflix special coming out eventually. Yep. Yeah. So Trevor Wallace on Instagram. And then the last one is, let me find him here. I sent this one to Perry too. It was the Nostalgic Latino. And he does a lot of like 90s stuff. He did the Warped Tour, the Kids Bop Warped Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious stuff. I shared his on my thing, and he immediately messaged me back and told me, "Thanks, Eric, for sharing."
Are you serious?
Yeah. Let's
get
cool
him
guy.
on the podcast.
His name is Call Me Carlos, and at the Nostalgic Latino, and he does a ton of like 90s
style. Gotta get him on the show
and stuff like that. So he's great.
Send him a message back and ask if he's a bourbon drinker, or even if he's not and he just is a drinker. I mean,
would you ever want to be on a bourbon podcast? So I just sent him that. But yeah, those are some of the pages I'm following on Instagram right now for good laughs and very shareable things to send your friends.
Feel good episode.
I
feel like vibes. That's what this is. It's a feel good episode.
It's something, all right.
It surely is. I am in the middle of replaying Super Mario 3D World right now.
Yeah.
It was originally a Wii U release, and they did a repackage for the Switch, including a new game called Bowser's Fury, which is like a semi-open world Mario game.
And the kids played that. And
I there's something about and people keep talking about Bowser's Fury like it's really easy to get through and everything, and I just haven't like completely grasped that yet. And I think it's because
it's challenging.
Well, I think it's because I'm so stuck on like the typical Mario, like I go from world to world and level to level kind of deal. Yeah. But then once I actually hop into, something that's a little bit more free, I don't know exactly what to do, despite the fact that, I have played Super Mario 64 and Sunshine and Galaxy and Odyssey and all that stuff. This one in particular, it just kind of like, I don't know, there's some mechanics behind it that I haven't fully grasped just yet, but I love that game. It's so much fun.
It was a good revisit too. Like that was a good little addition to that game.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. And 3D World, I think, is like the perfect combination between 3D Mario and 2D Mario.
Yeah.
It's everything you want from like replayability and familiarity with older Mario levels and everything. It doesn't feel too out of the norm.
Yeah,
I guess from what people are typically accustomed to with Mario games. But
I agree.
It's so much fun, man. It's so much fun. I'm at the point right now where like I'm enjoying playing it through, but also like watching other people play it too and talk about it and everything, which is uncommon for me in a big way. So there's that. I feel like I have one more thing that I wanted to bring up.
We got next week.
Yeah. We'll just save it for next week. Sure, I'll think of it.
Just look for the Timbit Perry Punch Blend TTB label. It needs to happen.
It's gonna be out there. Yeah, for sure. This has been a lot of fun for me. It's nice to do an episode where I don't feel like we have to be as serious and structured and everything. But if this episode wasn't for you, sorry. Go listen to other episodes of the podcast.
Jump into my DMs. Just slide right in there. Tell them how much it sucked. Because I planned this one.
Let them know.
Let them know.
Let
I
them
don't
know.
give a fuck.
Let them know. Anyway, Eric, do you want to go ahead and bring us home?
I'll bring us
Let
home.
people know all the things that they can do to support and follow us.
Yes, go to Patreon/My Bourbon Podcast. For as little as $1 a month, you can support the show. And at $5, you get all the uncut shit, the extra episodes, and a lot of bonus stuff we're doing. I mean, we're trying to get some more Patreon members. I guess I'll just say, like, if we get...
It's Big June.
Big June.
Big June.
Big June. If we get... What's a goal? Is there a goal?
I would like to have... We're at... Oh, snap. No, Patreon side. Wait, hold on. Patreon's down right now.
Oh. 10 Patreon members in June? New ones?
10 new ones? Yeah. Well,
what's
we're
a good
at,
goal?
Well, we're at 76 patrons right now.
Okay.
I would love to get to 100.
Okay. If we got to 100 by...
As low as $1 a month.
Yeah.
That's legit nothing.
I would do...
Well, it's $1. I guess it is something.
Okay. I'm going to throw this out there. Everybody knows how much I hate Scotch and hate Texas whiskey. If we got to, by the end of June, we're what? June, at recording June 9th right now?
Yes.
If we got to 85, I would take 1 week, including recording, and you would have to agree to this, though. I would take 1 week, and I would only, on my nights off, when I do a pairing post on my Instagram, I would only pair Scotch or Texas whiskey for a solid week.
Yeah.
The episode that week would be like review, sips and snacks, all that.
Yep.
Scotch or Texas whiskey.
Yep.
I'll do it for a solid week. By the end of June, July 1st, if we have 85 patrons, I'll do it.
Awesome.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
That sounds good. I really wish that I were able to get onto Patreon right now.
We're probably at like 80, like 84 or something.
Yeah,
Like
right
one
now.
more person
Right now,
gets in
they've.
it.
We just all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and
So-
I'm not getting the emails or anything.
So tell your friends, tell them to jump on for as little as $1 a month. You can support the show at $5. Like I said, you get all the extra stuff. If you,
also, during August, which is our joint birthday month, we're gonna do some kind of like Patreon pledge drive where we're gonna do a bunch of
August.
Awesome August.
Awesome August.
Yeah. Big June's different. Big June's like
Ass August.
no.
Oh.
Awesome August. But that is our joint birthday month. We're gonna do some like weird Patreon bonus stuff, but we're also gonna do some like main feed strange things as well. And it's
gonna get weird.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun and goofy and yeah. Anyway, be on the lookout for Awesome August.
Look out for it.
And it's gonna be followed up with it's September.
Freaking festival September, like music September, screaming September,
Super September.
Super
and then
Saiyan September. October. Yeah.
anyway.
So, if you want to send us an email asking us to review something, a pairing, anything like that, send us a sample. You can send an email to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. If you want some merch, you can go to bourbonshop.threadless.com or whiskeymutant.shopify.com. If you want to do a barrel rings, which you do a voicemail, and then we talk back to you, not in real time, but on air, 859-428-8253. And then on all social media at MyBourbonPod. If you want to follow me at Whiskey Mutant, and in Perry's personal page 17 at P Ritter 1792.
That's me.
That's him. And then on YouTube, This Is My Bourbon Podcast. Perry goes live every Thursday at 8. I think I'll be able to join him next week, which would have already happened during this recording. Either way,
Swan's probably going to be a part of that as well.
Oh my god!
All three of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a full day of us just
that's
dicking
happening.
around together.
So anyway, on YouTube, this is my Bourbon Podcast, and then once again, just tell people about the show, share stuff. If we post about it, tell your friends, whatever.
Please.
We just want to party, have fun, be rowdy,
Keep whiskey fun.
and keep whiskey fun.
And I think with that, we're done for this week.
We are. You got something else in your hand now.
Well, that's for a
Oh, we
couple
got
of
a
minutes
bonus
from now.
episode
Oh,
we're
we got a
gonna-
bonus episode.
Bonus. Be on the lookout for those.
We've been doing a lot of bonus episodes recently, and I think it's something I want to try to keep up. As
Just
best
anything.
we can.
Yeah, more
But,
reviews, more
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. I'm not going to spoil anything until we get there.
But it's expensive.
It's not going to be cheap for
Yeah.
you guys. All that being said, we appreciate the heck out of everybody who supports the show, listens weekly, and tells their friends about what we
Yes,
do.
please.
But even if you're just here because you need a little bit of a break, because I understand how that goes.
Yeah, me too.
And you just want to listen to two guys doing.
One guy who
fun.
has his shit together, and the other guy that said, "You know what? I got this week," and then it just gets weird.
That's what we're here for.
Timbit.
Anyway, Timbit for life, spelled with a Y. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you all so much for listening and watching and doing all those things. Until next time, I'm Perry.
I'm Eric.
And this is my Bourbon Podcast.